So it's recording day today, and I'm getting all set up to do this. I've got my main mic here. This is my AKG mic that I use for my vocals. As I sing, it's going to pick up a little bit of my guitar because I'm going to be sitting right here. All right? And as I strum my guitar, this vocal mic is going to pick up my singing mostly. It's going to pick up a little bit about my guitar as well. And then I've got this black mic. Not quite sure what kind of mic that is right now. But this is going to be my main guitar mic, Git mic. This is going to be on channel 2, and it's going to pick up my guitar, but it's also going to pick up a little bit of my voice. So I will mix them together. But in addition, I'm going to be plugging my Ovation, which has a pickup, into this. This is the Boss GT6. It's an old unit and it's been chewed up by my dogs a little bit, but I'm going to choose a nice acoustic guitar patch. That is then going to feed in to my Tascam audio interface, which is over on the side. Okay, that black narrow thing, that's my audio interface, and that's all going to connect down into my music computer. So that's my recording setup for today, and what I'm going to do in just a minute is I'm going to do a run through. It's going to be a little bit of practice. I'm going to do a run through of the song. For now it's called Wonderful You. We still haven't finalized the title, but we'll see about that. And basically what I'm going to try to do is play the song live, play the guitar and sing at the same time. So I have my 2 guitar tracks on my Git mic and my DI plugged in, okay, the Ovation plugged in, and my vocals. So that will be 3 tracks, and then I'll blend them together, and then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to start overdubbing some other guitars, and I'll build up maybe some harmony vocals, oohs and ahs. We'll see what seems right, possibly some bass guitar, and I will take you along on the whole process until I get a finished song. Once again, this is a beginner's recording tutorial, and this is not going to be a long song, and I'll just do what I can to show you how I would record my songs, multi-track my songs, mix them, add effects, and that's it. All right, so we'll see you in a bit. Wouldn't believe how long I sit here just waiting for your call. You're the sunshine in the summer, you're the colored leaves in the fall. Take my hand, be my friend, we can turn the world around. I'll be yours until the end, you're my queen, let me be your crown. I can be rich or I can be good, it don't matter when you're near. There's nothing I want, nothing I need, baby I am happy when you're here. If only you knew what I'm feeling inside. A wonderful you, now you open my eyes. I wish I could hold you, there's so much to say. Love is the answer, and you are the way. You wouldn't believe how long I sit here just waiting for your call. You're the sunshine until the end. You're my queen, let me be your crown. I can be rich or I can be good. It don't matter when you're near. There's nothing I want, nothing I need. Baby, I'm happy when you're here. If only you knew what I'm feeling inside. Wonderful you, now you've opened my eyes. I wish I could hold you, there's so much to say. Love is the answer and you are the way. Okay, so I've got the song here on my desktop and I am now recording my desktop with Camtasia. So you can see the project right here. And one thing that I should mention is that unlike earlier on in the tutorials, or maybe in my other tutorial, I recorded what I've done here on my music computer and I've transferred it over to my typical desktop, which is not a dedicated DAW. And I'm probably going to continue with that desktop so that I can, do my screen recording so you can see what I'm doing. So you didn't see me recording this stuff, but I'll show you the video, or hopefully you've seen the video of me playing it. So now I've got it here, and as you can see, I sang it a number of times. If I scroll back here, you can see all of these waveforms here. This is my vocal track right here, Vox. That's my main vocal microphone. I sang it through a number of times, sort of trying to warm up and get the feel of the thing. My guitar mic here, and my Git DI, my direct inject guitar, plugged in. All right. Now, we'll have a little listen to this, but don't be surprised if it sounds really rough, because it's going to sound rough. It's going to sound very raw and dry. I haven't done any EQ, no effects. I haven't adjusted any volumes or anything. So let's just see what it sounds like coming in. You wouldn't believe how long I sit here just waiting for your call. You're the sunshine in the summer, you're the colored leaves in the fall. Take my hand and be my friend, we can turn the world around. I'll be yours until the end. You're my queen, let me be your crown. Okay, so I can already hear some things that I like and some things that I don't like. Before we go on and really audition all these parts, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some effects just to make it sound a little bit better. Okay, so let's, I'm going to come down here, and of course I'm using Cubase LE5 in case I hadn't have mentioned that. Again, this being somewhat of a beginner recording tutorial. We're not using Pro Tools. We're not using a recent version of Cubase. We're using the free Cubase that often comes when you buy your audio interface, comes free. All right, so free is always good. So I'm going to add an effects channel. I want to choose stereo because I'm going to put on a stereo reverb. This is the only reverb that comes with this free version of Cubase, but I like it just fine. I'm going to choose the bright plate reverb, which I like very much, and I'll go for maybe 70 in the mix. Close that up, come down here. I'm going to rename this reverb, and now I've got to apply that reverb to my tracks. So I'm going to click this E for effects or edit the channel settings. Here I'm in the channel settings for the Vox track, my main vocals. I'm going to come over here to the sends, and I'm going to choose that reverb. Press this button to turn it on, and I'm going to slide this up as a reasonable amount, maybe about a quarter. All right, now there are other things that I would do right away, and if we just want to hear the sounding a little bit better, because we got plenty of work to do on that vocal, I'm going to cut the low end of my vocal, and I'm going to boost the high end around, where have I got that? frequency. Let's put it, I don't know. I'll try 13 kilohertz right there for the time being. That's good enough. I'm leaving it right in the center. You know what? I might as well put on some compression because this is going to help overall. So I'm going to turn on the compressor. This is the only compressor that comes with the free version. But once again, I'm just fine with that. I'm going to set this at my, typical settings, and I can adjust it from there. I'm not going to worry about makeup gain or the release. It's a pretty slow song, so I don't have to worry about a fast release. I'm going to leave that there for now. And I think to make things a little quicker, what I'll do is I'm going to open the mixer and press this button. And we'll have a look at the mixer. Here's my vocal track. Now, I know that my guitar is going to be a bit loud. I'm going to turn that down a bit. And my DI guitar, I don't want very loud. I want it about there. Actually, I'm just about to overwrite all that because what I want to do to save some time is I want to copy these settings. So I'm just going to go Control-C and come onto that channel. That's my Git mic, and go Control-V. See, it's pasted all those exact settings, so I don't have to do the compression and everything again. Now I'm going to pull this down a bit. And I'm going to pull this down even more, and I'm going to send this out to, say, left 7. I use some typical numbers that I tend to use, and right 10. All right, and we're going to have a listen to the same track with those settings. Here's the song. Wouldn't believe how long I sit here just waiting for your call. You're the sunshine in the summer, you're the colored leaves in the fall. Take my hand and be my friend, we can turn the world around. I'll be yours until the end, You're my queen, let me be your crown. I can be rich or I can be poor, it don't matter when you're near. There's nothing I want and nothing I need, baby, I am happy when you're here. The part sounds a little bit okay. Let's listen to the first chorus. But if only you knew what I'm feeling inside. Wonderful you, now you've opened my eyes. I wish I could hold you. Did you hear that? Did you hear that click? What I'm feeling inside. Wonderful you, now you've opened my eyes. Right there. I wish I could. Right there. All right. Now, I'm not set on this particular take of the song being the final. I do hear some stuff I like. I definitely hear some stuff I don't like. And this is why, between you and me, I sing the song multiple times. All right. So when I sing the song multiple times, I can come back and, I can choose this one. I'm happy when you're here. And if I'm lucky, I can paste that in and replace a small section that I don't like. I mean, and this is what every artist is going to do. There's nobody that's going to go into the studio and sing it perfectly and play it perfectly all the way through every single time. Okay, at least in the studio, you have the option of comping things together. I mean, that word wouldn't exist if it wasn't done. All right, and I'm not above the law. I'm not above comping stuff together to get a better take. So really, it will take a lot of work to go through and listen to all of these. What I'll often do is I will often, let's say that's the song, I'll often cut it right there. Let's get rid of the snap. All right, and I'll select all this, and I'll, choose a color for that. And for this version, I'll cut it. And I can always move these. This is non-destructive editing. I'll do that, and I'll make it a different color. And then I can listen to them and make little notes and write down, oh yeah, I like the yellow one, I like the orange one, or I like the chorus of the yellow one and the verse of the orange one. And if I'm lucky, I can cut and paste them together. So what I really need to do is listen through these and find the one that's got the majority of it good. And there might be one in here that I like all the way through. And of course, once I start adding other guitars and other vocals and stuff to it, some of the changes that might not flow as fluidly when I comp stuff together won't be as noticeable in the final mix. At first you might hear some levels going up and down a little bit, but in the final mix it should, I'm hoping, sound relatively balanced. All right, so let's have a look at that pop. Let's assume this was the one I was going to use. Let's see what I would do to fix that, just in case I don't show you that kind of stuff later on. So I just got to find that chorus again. But if only you... Okay, so I'm going to double click on this and bring it into the wave editor. And look, I can see an issue right there. That might be a problem. This might have been a problem as well, but let's just come back. Yeah, it might be at the beginning. I may have bumped into something. See, that's not going to be in the final mix anyhow. Here's the song. See, that kind of stuff. Doing that. All right, anyways. Okay, so let's see if I can find that chorus. When you're near, there's nothing I want and nothing I need. Baby, I am happy when you're here. But if only you knew what I'm feeling inside. Sounds all right. Wonderful you, now you've opened my eyes. Okay. I wish I could. Right there, right there. Bad, 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 bad Leroy Brown. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to just grab the two of those. Okay, I'm going up to audio, process, and silence. Why is it telling me that? And I'm not going to put a fade yet. I'm just going to listen and see if that does anything. I wish I could hold. That's not bad. It's possible that with a fade in and a fade out, I might get just a little, the tails of those. You know, there might be a little bit of it still here. All right. That was not an accurate selection that I just did in silencing. I'm going to fade this end in. Just going to say okay. And I'm going to fade this section out. Now, it may be a little noticeable because all I've got is my voice and, you know, my guitars that I record at the same time. Once I put other stuff in, you shouldn't notice that unless it's really dramatic. I wish I could. It's still in here, all right? It's still in there. And if I couldn't get rid of that, I would be searching for another could word in another take. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out of that, and I'm going to drag this a little further. Now this is a bit more extreme. I can back out of all of this, so I'll just go ahead and put a fade in there and a fade out here. And we'll see if that's done it. What am I doing? Fade out. It may or may not have done it. I wish I could hold. Nope, it's still in there. So I'm going to leave it go for now. I'm going to come back to it. Let's continue to listen. There's so much to say. Love is the answer, and you are the way. My voice trails off a bit. Start running out of air. A bit pitchy there. Wouldn't believe how many love songs start playing in my head when I wake up in the morning, until night when I go to bed. Good. And I know that I found. There's something in there. There's something in there. That I found. You know, I fumble over found or something, right? And I know that I found what my heart was looking for. In there? Looking for. Heart was looking for. You're the love. You know, My heart was looking for. Right there, right there. It's possible I could clean it up. Some people might not even care, might not even notice, but it bugs me. All right, so see if I just grab that part right there, see if that does anything. Looking for. Was looking for. I think it might come a little bit earlier than that, anyhow. Let me grab all of this. Sometimes I'll be extreme just to get a sense of what's in there and how much could I possibly cut out before I start losing words or syllables. My heart was looking for. Heart was looking for. Just a bit more, just to see. Sometimes it's not in the vocal mic. Sometimes it's in the guitar mic. What my heart was looking for. Backing out of that, it gets frustrating. You're the love in my life. I'm not searching anymore. That was a bit better. And if only you knew what I'm feeling inside. Wonderful you, now you've opened my eyes. I wish I could hold. What's going on there? Did you hear that? Could hold. Something's going on there, you know, the way my mouth worked. I wish I could hold you. There's so much to say. Love is the answer, and you are the way. All right, so the last take has some nice parts in it, some real problems. I'm going to come back and I'm going to try listening to another one. Don't be surprised if you hear me make some big mistakes here, all right, or say the wrong words. I can be rich. Wouldn't believe how long I sit here just waiting for your call. You're the sunshine in the summer. You're the colored leaves in the fall. Take my hand and be my friend. We get to. You hear me say be my friend? And be my friend. Be my friend. What's that? We can turn the world around. I'll be yours until the end. Yours? You're my queen. Okay, then there's the hesitation there. Let's listen. Let me be your crown. Let's hope for a good second verse all the way through. I can be rich or I can be poor. It don't matter when you're near. There's nothing I want and nothing I need. Baby, I am happy when you're here. I like that one. All right. Baby, I am happy when you're here. I went out of my way to say baby, I'm instead of baby, I'm happy when you're here. Let's listen a bit more. But if only you knew what I'm feeling inside. Wonderful you, now you've opened my eyes. I wish I could. I feel like I'm listening to the same one. I guess I'm not, though. Felt like well, let me get rid of that. We'll give it a try. Oh, stop it. We'll do a fade in here. We'll see if I've messed things up or if I've done some good. I wish I could hold you. There's so much to say. Love is the answer and you are the way. Didn't hold that word way very long. Wouldn't believe how many love songs start playing in my head.
I feel like I'm listening to the same one, or maybe we listened to this one before. You know, I think I'm being overly cautious with P's, you know, because I'm not using a pop screen. So I'm dumbing down my P's, and you know, it ends up not sounding very pleasant.
Start playing in my head when I wake up in the morning until night when I go to bed. And I know that I found what my heart was looking for. You're the love in my life. I'm not searching anymore.
Bit pitchy in there.
And if only you knew what I'm feeling inside. Wonderful you, now you've opened my eyes. I wish I could hold you.
Spikes. Not these spikes, those spikes. You know, there's always a chance you could do this just without any fades. You know, in the mix, that would probably pass. We'll see. It may sound terrible. Let's give it a try. Fade out at the end, fade in before it.
I wish I could hold you. There's so much to say. Love is the answer, and you are.
Little crackles in there.
And you are.
Right there. And you
are the way.
Okay, so what we'll do is, I was listening to the same one, I think. I'm going to come way back to the beginning. This was the first take I took. I did. All right, and we're going to have a little listen to this. Very possibly said some words wrong. I didn't have my breathing right. Didn't play it right. Let's check it out and see if there's something we can use.
You wouldn't believe how long I sit here just waiting for your call. You're the sunshine in the summer. You're the colored leaves in the fall. Take my hand, be my friend. We can turn the world around. I'll be yours until the end. You're my queen, let me be your crown.
You can sort of tell I'm not warmed up. I don't have the breathing down yet.
I can be rich or I can be poor. It don't matter when you're near. There's nothing I want, nothing I need. Baby, I'm happy when you're here.
Happy?
I'm happy when you're here. If only you knew what I'm feeling inside. A wonderful you, now you open my eyes. I wish I...
Yeah, that little mouth thing, breathing.
I wish I could hold you. There's so much to say. Love is the answer, and you are the way.
This is what we do.
You wouldn't believe how many love songs start playing in my head when I wake up in the morning until night when I go to bed. And I know that I found what my heart was looking for. You're the love in my life. I'm not searching anymore. And if only you knew what I'm feeling inside. Wonderful you, now you open my eyes. I wish I could hold you. There's
is so much to say. Love is the answer, and you are the way. Something in there, and that's a bit awkward. You know, there's definitely parts in there that I like, all right, and there's definitely parts that I don't. But I have enough takes of this song that I could go through and find phrases that I like, comp them together. Again, it may be a little obvious before I multi-track on top of this, but I'm going to go through and try to get the best sounding comped main vocal and guitar part that I possibly can, and then I'll come back and show you what I got. Okay?